myself. It's on Monday. Streaming to me and my friends again. Streaming and I'm going to stream it to my friends. Wow. Hey guys, it's Monday. We're gonna do a morning stream, and because we never can seem to get any sort of cohesive conversation going. Oh, what's that? We're gonna just do some drawing and talk about whatever the hell we feel like. So yeah, we're drawing a pair of pants today. It's a pair of pants for a student, like an anime student kind of guy. I don't know why. I don't want to hear it. Hi Carol, hi Brianna, hi Alpha Furry Lover, hi Splash, hi Laughing Fuss, hi Mirror, hi Lapis Lazuli. Oh man, I've been alright, Lazuli. I hope things are going well for you too. Just trying to get as much as I can done today. I think everyone can relate to that. And I'm having a day of it. How did I end up here with you? I don't know. You tell me, Alpha. You probably saw something either on Facebook or Twitter, or you were browsing some sort of weird Discover feed on YouTube, and then you got here, and that's all I really need to know. Alpha says, "Grr." How did your drawing you were looking at last week turn out? How did it turn out? Let's see. Well, we started last week with... No, not that one. Let's see what we did last week. Last week in the morning, we did some costume stuff. We did the slasher, I believe. And we ended up with my slasher. We did the slasher top, which looks like this guy here. So he's a much darker, sort of horror-themed costume. What's going on? I can't help it that I've lied too many times right now. My boyfriend's cheating on me with the same exact girl twice. Wow, Alpha. Drawing were you working on last week? Remember okay. What's going on between the three of you here? Hey Janice, good to see you. Looks like we're gonna see some stuff going on. So yeah, we got the slasher top, and we got the slasher bottoms, which I kind of did as a joke. So this is the slasher bottoms right here. I just kind of had him be in his underwear with the crazy garter socks. So that was last week. This week we're doing the student. I've got my student top here somewhere. Top of the student to you. That's gonna be this guy, and then I'm gonna get the pants done today, so you can see how they're gonna be kind of a matching set. You got your blue blazer, kind of a what do you call it? Gryffindor house tie on, and a little badge there. So yeah, lot of stuff to draw. Can't help it. Clown's creepy. Looks really good. Alpha, can we put the past in the past? Can't help it. Alright, so there's between Lapis Lazuli and Alpha Furry Lover and potentially Laughing Fuss, there's some kind of relationship happening here. I don't... Guys, yeah, I mean... if this is gonna be some sort of like personal story that you want to play out on this feed, like, I guess you're welcome to. It's not what I'm here for, but I'm not gonna kick you out for doing it. But I will say that if this is gonna be some sort of suicide themed thing, that I'm gonna ban all of you. Because it seems like you all are on the same page about something, but nobody else is, so it might not be the best time or place for it. Hey, Guns N' Roses. I'm gonna keep drawing, and if you guys are gonna keep doing what you're doing, then cool. But if it's gonna turn into something about like self-harm and like you guys threatening each other, then it's gonna turn into we're not gonna do that here. Hey, Zulema Suarez, hola, buenos dias. Yeah, so Brianna, PGC is, oh, she's right there. Let's see if we can, it's pretty dark. She's kind of backlit, so you can't really see her. If I kind of cover up the window a little bit, maybe. Can you see her right there? If I cover up a little bit more of the light. She's over there on the bed. So yeah, that's where we're at. Hey, the gamer one, good to see you. We're doing a little drawing. And we're gonna be talking to people, but you know, there's other stuff going on too, I guess. We're not gonna get too deep into that right now, but maybe it'll keep playing out. So yeah, the thing we're drawing today is just a pair of pants. It's a more or less a student outfit that we're gonna try to, actually no, I don't want to do that. Okay, and we're just gonna go around the knee here. Let's I might widen that up a little bit. Okay, get this whole deal out. Let's subtract this, and maybe a little bit over here as well. Keep that. Okay. So, yeah, as you can see, I don't put a ton of time into these drawings. I want to get them done. I want to get a lot of them done. Let's actually do this. Let's go on to this layer. Delete that. I always get nervous drawing the seam for the fly on a pair of pants because I'm afraid I'm drawing the outline of some genitals. So I try to make it pretty subtle, but sometimes it's, yeah. But that's, you know, stuff we're all concerned about as artists, is we don't want to give the wrong impression. The worst thing to do with an artist or someone who's trying to get started in art is try to guess what their intentions were, because it comes off as condescending. So I always got really insecure about my drawings because people would always come up and say, oh, what's that supposed to be? And it's like, well, it's supposed to be what it is. The fact that you can't work with me here or phrase that in a way that makes me feel like I've created a complete piece of shit, like, you know, that's what scares people from art. So what have you got coming up this week? Not much, Janice. I'm going to try to get as much work on this stuff as I can done. Drawing awesome. Sorry, okay. What do you do with all your drawings? I'm putting them towards a video game, a card game. I want to make a collectible card game that's based on cosplay, and I have to design all the costume pieces, and then you, as a player, buy up and create the costume pieces, and then you win the game by having a really impressive looking costume. In this particular case, you know, with a student costume, you'll be dressed up as a student from an anime or something, and it won't get you a ton of points, but it'll be very easy to create. There you go. That's a little better. You expand that a little bit. Okay. So, let me just thinking a name for it. Yeah, I don't know. Lapis lazuli. Call it what you feel. You know, go with your first instinct and then change it later if you need to. What do you do with all your? Okay, we already answered that. So yeah, this is just I want to get, like I said, there's 40 of them that I want to get done, and you know, just working through them one by one. So I'm glad you guys are here joining me for it, because it's nice. It's nice to have company while you draw. It's a motivator, and you guys are so kind of nice about things. You always make me feel like I'm not doing a terrible job, which is nice, you know, because you're your own worst critic, and if you get something started, it's easy to feel discouraged because it seems like everybody else, you know, a lot of artists on YouTube and Instagram and stuff, they make it look so easy, and you know, it's easy to say like, man, I should just hang it up, because people have been practicing for so long that it makes you feel bad, you know. It makes you feel bad that you haven't been practicing as long as somebody else, or doing the same style of art that they've been doing, or whatever. And so, you know, we all take encouragement where we can, and I appreciate you guys being so encouraging, because it's easy to fall down. It's not so easy to get back up. What else we got going on? Yeah, why don't you guys start over and be friends? Airplane over your house. Yeah, there's a lot of air traffic between helicopters and airplanes and stuff. We get a lot of noise around here. Plus, there's cars. There's a lot of noisy cars and trucks in LA. So, we get a lot of that. Okay, we got that happening. We got some shoes. I gotta do some shoes now. I think I'll just add highlights to the shoes, honestly. You know, we got some shoes that are gonna... maybe... I might make that brighter. That was not what I wanted to do. And we're going to change the type of coloration we have on the shoes so that they're not quite as saturated. There you go. That's a little better. We're going to blur those out a little bit. They don't need to be super shiny. Okay, and then we're going to go. Okay, and right around there. Cool. Take that. Take that. And we'll put a little highlight on his belt as well. I can never get that precise, that fast with the lasso. Well, I'm using a tablet, which is a piece of equipment that I just recently invested in. It was probably about a year ago I bought it, and I am lucky to have had kind of the money to be able to buy this. So the lasso is tough when you're using a mouse, but specifically because I like selected kind of hard-edged areas, I always use the lasso. A lot of people just like to... Oh, no, that's not what I want. A lot of people just like to use a brush. They brush on as if they're painting in real life. But I've got a very... Like you said, I'm not a precise artist. So I tend to not do the brushing, because it comes out looking even sloppier than my normal stuff, which is not great. Let me just put a quick sheen on this belt here. Cool. And then we'll maybe put a little shadow on it too. Also, I got to spend a lot of time working on colorizing a movie. I helped to work on the Peter Jackson World War I documentary, They Shall Not Grow Old, I think it was called. And that really kind of got me well practiced in the, I don't know, quick selection sort of technique that you're seeing right now. And it's still not great. You know, like I said, you're always going to be aware. I'm not going to sit here and keep saying like, oh, I'm not good at anything. But the reason why I'm using the lasso tool so much is because that's what I was doing for like 8 to 10 hours a day for like 10 months. So that was, you know, that was a very instructional time in my life. Was like, oh, you just got to select and deselect a lot, and you learn to toggle them very quickly, or at least in comparison to when you started. I'm probably still not as fast as a lot of comics colorists, or any comics colorist who does it professionally. All right, we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna go like this, and I'm gonna go whoop. Okay, and then I'll just grab that little area and color that in. Okay, let's get a little tiny highlight on there. Cool. Even though a sock wouldn't really have highlights. Pretty matte. Nice. So then I'm going to take this, I'm going to save it. I'm going to take this and I'm going to export as a single layer, PNG. And that's the bottom. Cool. Save. Okay. So now I'm done with my pair of pants. That's all I really needed out of it. I don't really need it to be anything more. Just need to calm down. I can never get precise. I just need to calm down. I've been working on Hylian Cookbook for Breath of the Wild. It is a worn traveler's journal style book, and everything is written in Hylian. Oh my God, Silver! Like you're working on it like you're creating it or you're reading it, because reading Hylian sounds impossible. Gamer One, got some names but don't know what I want to see which one you like the most. Well, I don't know the theme of the story, Lapis Lazuli, so I don't know what would be appropriate for it. Need more practice with it. Yeah, Carol, I'll tell you what else helps if you want to be able to toggle stuff quickly, is I have this thing. This is a game pad. Let me get a little more light. A lot more light. There you go. So this guy here, you can kind of see all the buttons on him and stuff. He, I just keep my left hand on this at all times. And the important thing about it is, more so than what I would get with a keyboard, is that it gives my thumb 3 different things I can do. So I've always got my hand here, and I can toggle a whole bunch of stuff with my thumb here. I've got another button up here. I'm trying to reflect the light a little bit so you can see better. But and then there's another button I can push down on right here. And what I do with all of those, plus there's like a mouse roller on it. So when I'm selecting, I can roll the mouse roller up to select all, roll it down to deselect. I hit the small up button on with my thumb to, what does that do? What does that do? Delete. So that does delete, and then I can pull back on the joystick with my thumb for Alt, push forward on it for Shift, which means whenever I need to add or subtract things with my lasso, I'm constantly being able to add with my thumb. And then I can Alt delete with my thumb to fill things in, and then I can delete to destroy whatever colors in that space. And then with the press down button on my thumb, I can backspace, or I guess Control Z through my previous brush movements and stuff. So all that I try to keep pretty. I try to streamline it as much as possible so that when I'm working, I don't have to constantly be moving my left hand around a keyboard. Okay, so I'm gonna save this as, I believe the next one I'm gonna do is a vampire. But I'm gonna start that later. Let's see. Next one after student is vampire. Yep. All right. So vampire is gonna be next. I'm gonna do a female vampire. And let me just save it. Vampire T. Vampire female top. No, top female. Top female. Okay. Save. So now I'm gonna go through and I'm just gonna select all my layers and I'm gonna delete all the stuff. And you can just see it disappearing slowly. Okay, so now I've got a blank canvas again, and I can draw whatever the hell I want. We got 10 minutes, we can draw whatever you want. Any requests? Let's see my mom. I stole her artist markers. Oh no, Guns N' Roses. Don't steal artist supplies. Hey Rena, good to see you. Here's some of the names, how I meet them, my new friends, and a lost, corrupted princess. I would go with my new friends. I think how I meet them is less charismatic, as it has the I in there, and then the lost, corrupted princess, I don't know, is not quite as relatable. Laughing Fuss is back. Brianna, I plan to have there be an evening stream today. My dog is really wanting my attention today. Well, that's nice, Gamer One. You give that dog the attention. Mostly about Lost Girl turns out to be a hybrid, which is me in the story. And as the story goes on, I meet you and the others. So it's like a semi-biographical fiction. I'm making it. I learned Hylian just to do this. It's taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Yeah, I hear you, Silver Sky Dragon. Well, it sounds ambitious, and I hope you get it finished, because that's the hardest part. Hardest parts are starting and finishing. Doing the middle stuff, not so bad, but you know. Draw a PGC. Draw a dog or a wolf. I would say a dragon, but I always say that. You do say that. Stitch. I did. Actually laying down. The reason I stole them was she got kicked out of some place, so I saved her markers and her headphones, which I'm using currently. Well, okay. Well, just, don't lose them. That's what's important. So let's draw PGC. Let me see what I can find pictures-wise of PGC. Man. Hold on. I bet there's a bunch of them on here. So let's do some cat drawing practice. Okay. Yeah, all right. Okay. Allow that. I'm gonna draw a kitty cat. What do I got? View, extra large icons. Draw a kitty. I need pictures of the kitty for reference. So guys, another thing about drawing that it's funny to see people express their viewpoints on is reference. There's kind of like this weird line between referencing and stealing, and people who want to use reference often feel like they're stealing things, and people who say that they're referencing things often are stealing things. So it's kind of important to learn that differentiation. And I think the important part is, if you're going to profit off of it, you should probably, you should probably be paying for reference, I guess, is what I want to say. And see. So we're gonna go here and go Control V. Okay, now we got a little kitty cat in the picture. And this is a picture from when PGC went to the vet. Yeah, it's very easy to kind of step on people's toes if you're using reference that's coming from another artist. You want to use photos that either you took or you've paid for or photos that you're going to change enough that they no longer really resemble the thing. The reason I stole them, I don't know what to suggest. Why not just look at her? Because then I'd have to keep turning around. I would have seen her yesterday, but I was tired from the Night Ranger concert. I really wasn't mood to go to a baby shower. My sister went though. Hey, Darina. Janice. Thanks, Janice. So yeah, we're just gonna practice sketching and doing some line stuff. So let's go here. So we've got a picture of a kitty cat. I'm actually gonna pull that down here, maybe. Or maybe I'll put her right there. So now I'll just do a little sketch. She's just got a little round head, a little soft head. That's what I call her. And we'll get the general shape of the ears. You know who's really good at doing this stuff is Amada. She draws from photo reference so well. And she takes commissions too. If you ever want a picture of your dog or your cat, or potentially even a person, I think she likes doing dogs and cats more, then, you know, talk to Amada, see what she says. I think she's on Instagram as Talisman. Darina, you are a little late. We're probably going to be finishing up pretty soon, but we're going to try to just get some lines down on this kitty drawing that we're starting right now. And then maybe I'll draw some more on the afternoon stream, but chances are it's not going to be of this kitty drawing because I don't really need this kitty drawing to be productive. Let's see, we've got these two. So yeah, I mean, she's just basically a little ball head. And then we'll take our brush and we'll just do some little, try to get some line width in there. Let's get a little, that's too much. Okay, and then we'll go like this for the other eye. How's that look to you? Maybe not. Let's go ahead and redo. And then we'll just give her some little cheeks. Got little cute cheeks. Everyone thought she was fat for a long time. She's not fat. She's just fluffy. As much of a rip-off of Gabriel Iglesias that is. A little pointier on that. Okay. I'll just go up like that, up around like this, and she's got little wisps of fur. And then we'll go in. Little shiny eyes for her. And then come down like this. And now the temptation here is to draw all the patterns on her fur, but I'd rather do that with color. Now I should do her whiskers in white, but yeah, so that's the general shape of of this kind of weird overview. So yeah, we're gonna do it anyways, even though I just said I wasn't gonna. Here she is. Oh, what a good baby. And then we'd color her brownish. So she's gonna kind of be a little cinnamon baby. Gonna be real sloppy about it, but okay. Delete our line work. Let's go darker. Let's go darker with it. Okay. My dad brought me food. I love him now, even though he wouldn't approve my lifestyle. Oh no, Guns N' Roses. That doesn't sound good. Back, I made a playlist of the new story on my channel. That's cool. So cute. Hey, Ashes. First thing I saw when I came back was a picture of a cat, and you're drawing the cat. Well, that's what's happening. So it's good that you saw that. What else we got here? This guy. Let's give her some eyes. Ooh. Delete that. Delete that. Alright. So then we'll just go around and clean up a little bit. Okay. Make sure all the blanks are filled in. And then we're going to take her little eyeballs. Can hear the clicking. That's that. We'll delete that, and then we'll give her a little. Ooh, let's brighten those up a little bit. Yeah. So now she got little eyeballs, and we'll take this, and no. And then we'll just give her a little brighter eyes. Whoop. And nope. Where are you, eyeballs? There you are. We'll just come and give her eyes a little bit of a different thing. Yeah, and then you just keep going. You put a little darker color here. I don't know. I guess I would go like this. Make the brush a lot bigger. And then come around here. And then maybe delete some of that selection. Yeah, so then you're working on some kitty cat time. And it's easy, guys. You just gotta practice. First thing I saw, I'm really relatively happy since Saturday my uncle took me to the Pride, and I say, oh, that's really cool. That's cool that your uncle is supportive and, you know, taking you out to do stuff. I always assume everyone's really young here, but we're not gonna get into that. Let's do this. Let's do like select all. Okay. So with this kitty head, she's got some bright spots. See, now I'm having fun drawing this kitty. I don't know why, you guys. No. There we go. Okay. No. Yeah. And then she was extra bright around here. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. I gotta figure out a good button for escape. We'll soften all that up. And I'll make the inside of her ears a little fuzzy. So yeah. And then I've got a lot more work to do, but you get it. Don't know if you guys want to watch it, but I hope you do like the story. I'm relatively happy since, okay, after many rejections, I started to apply for a job again. That's brave, Dorina. It's a tough thing out there, because it's my dream to get and meet Michael Rooker, to go and meet Michael Rooker on a Comic-Con. It costs money to go abroad for that. Problem is, I only make $20 a month? $20 a month? 20 an hour? Well, I mean, you gotta start somewhere, Dorina. Like, it sucks working a job that doesn't pay as much as you could make, but it's nice making as much as you do make, because then you have something. Guns N' Roses, I'm glad you were excited, and I'm glad you came in. We're about 6 minutes over, so I'm gonna call it a day for now. But we'll do some more streaming later this afternoon, and I'll see you then. But as for right now, we got to say hi to each other. Between Lapis Lazuli and everybody else that was doing the conflict thing, I hope you guys talk it out and get along. But yeah, we'll see you this afternoon, and we'll do some more drawing together. Okay, so be good to each other. As soon as I get this mouse together, so be good to each other. Have fun. See you soon. Miss you, love you, bye. Chanel.